My name is Liz Smith. I'm here with 2190 Live to speak with the lovely, the beautiful ladies of Black Girl Stuff on Revolt, Bree Renee, Tori Briggs, and Britt Hall. So let's get right into these questions. So for those who aren't familiar with Black Girl Stuff, can you all briefly tell us why viewers should tune into the show?
I think they should watch the show because there's never ever been a talk show space or a platform for Black women to authentically be themselves. And even from your icebreaker questions, you can see that Black women come in different shades and different personality types, and none of us are the same. So I think that every Black woman watching can see a little bit of themselves in one of us or all of us at some point.
I just want other Black women to see like something more relatable, a conversation that's more relatable, because we still talk about some of the same topics that other blogs or talk shows may talk about, but in a different way. We just say it in a way where we're like, oh, okay, I get that. Whether it's being serious, whether it's being funny, whether it's something we cry about, whatever it is.
For sure. And I can say it resonates with us because not only do you all look like us, but we're also in the same, age group, millennials, Gen Z, etc. So it's definitely a first, and you guys are doing a really good job. And, I'd be remiss if I didn't say congratulations on season 2. That is not easy to accomplish. So congratulations. So for those returning, what are some takeaways from season 1 that you guys hope to incorporate in season 2 or that you're already doing?
I think the biggest lesson, I think me and Tori probably learned coming from season 1, going into season 2. I think we both went into it thinking we had to be something other than our full selves, right? We were like, oh, we're on television. This is a talk show. So because we've only seen older people do it, or because we've seen more reserved people do it, we thought we had to censor a part of ourselves or pieces of ourselves. So now this second season, I believe, I know I for myself came back in fully confident, feeling like, oh, they love us. Like Revolt loves us. They support us as a company and as a platform, but also the audience resonates with us when we're being our truest, authentic selves. So I think that's the biggest takeaway I learned, not only from my responses, but Tori's as well. People love when we are just who we naturally are. And so it has given me more confidence as a Black woman to not only show up at work as my full authentic self, but everywhere I am in life, I'm showing up 100% Bree Renee, because y'all have given, and season 1 gave me the confidence to do that.
Yeah, just basically touching what Bree said, the confidence, because I especially didn't do radio, wasn't on a talk show before, barely went live like on Instagram, and I feel like that, going into a setting like that, you may think you have to code switch, which is one of our topics on the show too, code switching. So you may think you have to talk more proper, and you can still be professional, but be authentic to who you are so that the conversations are not the same as every other place. Because if that's the case, then they will go there to have them. We want y'all to know that when you come to Black Girl Stuff, we're going to give it to you like the real, the raw. And then just having people behind the scenes to instill that confidence in us, because there was plenty of times where I was like, I don't know, like I was calling Bree, like, I don't know, I don't want to say the wrong thing. We live in a time where it's cancel culture. You may say the wrong thing and then get canceled. Like, it's just a lot. And it's just, you got to tune all of that out. Don't overthink and just be real, because you can always go back and correct and say, you know what, I did think that, but I've grown from that thought to think this. It's always okay to show the growth, because that's what Black Girl Stuff is.
Come on. Yes, I agree. And we all know authenticity sells. So as long as y'all continue to be y'all authentic self, everything will fall in line. And you talked about the people behind the scenes and those helping you. And I have to shout out the stylists, the makeup artists, the hairstylists, because one thing they understood was the assignments. They show up every time. Can you talk about the importance of having true representation like these creators on set and the value that they bring to the show?
Yes, I think that's the biggest takeaway, even as like a businesswoman, that I've taken away from the structure at Revolt is every single person that we work with is a part of our culture. They understand our culture from, like you said, the wardrobe. Shout out to Veronica James, head of hair and makeup, which is Dante Savoy. Like, they've been in the industry long enough and they still are like researching hairstyles. And even season 1, I don't think the audience knew, but coming in, I was like, I don't want to put heat in my hair. So season 1, as a Black woman, having the privilege to really go on set and say, hey, let's try heatless styles, and they really be open to it. You know, being on other sets, I never had the opportunity to do that. So like you said, having a Black head of hair and makeup that understands, like, oh, I get why you want to protect the integrity of your hair. And let's not just have you out there in curls. Let's switch it up. They gave me cute ponytails and braids and all type of stuff. So for me, it's been a blessing. And it's like one of the biggest components of why I love working with Revolt in the show is like, because it's representation behind the scenes as well.
For me, coming in as a new co-host, it seems like they respect you and what you want as well, because like they were like, what do you like, what don't you like? And a lot of the times when you work at certain companies or different places, they won't even respect that. It's their way, and that's the only way. So it feels like family, and that's what I appreciate most, because a lot of times when you go to work, you don't get family vibes. You get work, you go home, you're exhausted, but like sometimes I want to sit backstage in the makeup room and that's where we have the most fun. Like outside of the set, we have the most fun being with Veronica. Like, girl, what is this? I can't fit this. Or girl, this look great. You know, like we're just in a vibe. And I love that coming into, you know, being new to everybody. It just feels like family. Like, so you really get that structure behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see. And I appreciate that.
I love our staff so much, and just having people that can actually do our hair. I don't think we talk about that a lot, because a lot of times we'll get booked for these shoots, and it's okay to have a white hairstylist. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, sometimes our hair textures are different and they may not know the right product. And so just having somebody where you can trust and say, hey, you know, I want this curl this way. We're going to use this curl product. We're going to do it this way, or we're going to do it more natural styles. And also just trying to show all the, like Britt said, the heat protected styles, everything. I just love that we can trust them, because that gives us confidence too. Because I feel like going out there and feeling like I look good makes me not think in my head like, oh, is this wrong? Is this that gives you confidence too. It's all a part of the whole process.
I would add is like, I remember in season 1, Monique, shout out to Monique, our president. She literally stopped the show because my baby hairs wasn't laid, and she was like, wait. Hair, can y'all lay that baby hair on the side for me? And I was like, period. Because Black women know. And that's like they said, they never want us to not look our best and feel our best. And like, even down to wardrobe, like she said, Veronica will be like, how do you feel in this outfit? Do you feel good? Do you like it? If not, then we're not even going to pitch it. Like, so it's just a collaborative effort. And I think it just makes it all work better.
I love that for y'all. That is just so good to hear. And we need to see more of that. So you guys are definitely paving the way, you guys in Revolt. So shout out to y'all. Now, I know we have 2 moms in the group, Tori and Britt. And, you know, I've had conversations with women. I'm not a mother yet, but I've had conversations with a lot of women. And, you know, they feel like once they have a baby, they have to put their career on the back burner. But you guys are actually doing it. So how do you manage your career and motherhood?
I think for me, it's just balance, really, and having a supportive partner, or if you don't have a partner, for mothers that, you know, are doing it on their own, which I truly respect, because my mother did it on her own and she did it. But, you know, I think it's having either your tribe or your partner being able to support you while you go out and live your dreams, and just balance, like letting them still have the space to do it too. Because when you have a young child like me and Tori, like, your children depend on you. So like, I know Tori, she has her mom helping her, and you know, like, it's a whole thing. So you really got to have like some people to help you, because it's hard to do it by yourself. So I think just having that balance of having a backbone through your friends, your partner, your parents, you know, whoever, I think that's what is most important for Black women, to have a tribe. Like, you need your people to help you with them babies, because them babies, they be needing their mamas, but you know, we doing it. So God bless, you know.
Yeah, shout out to my mom, because Lord, what would I do? Jesus. Because you want to also make sure that whatever schedule you have your son on, the person who is helping you is staying on that schedule, because then imagine going to work and then coming home and then now your baby's off schedule. Now you got to get them back on schedule, back discipline, back, knowing bedtime is this time and things like that. Just having somebody to help you is a big thing. And also making a schedule. Because if you don't, then something may get too much time. You may feel like you're neglecting in this area or that area. So just that schedule and somebody you trust. And the trust is the biggest part too.
I'm over here like, okay, when the time comes, schedule. Okay, tribe, period. Okay. So that is what's up. Now, you guys definitely have a sisterhood. I know, Britt, you were new, but we wouldn't be able to tell because the way you guys mesh together is just so beautifully. And, for me, sisterhood is everything. I'm blessed to have so many sisters. So what are you all's hopes for women in 2023 when it comes to a career aspect, when it comes to friendship, just extending grace to our sisters? What are you all's hopes for Black women?
I hope that Black women are able to find solitude and safety in their friendships, in their romantic and platonic relationships. I feel like we deserve a safe space. That's the biggest thing that Black women do deserve. And we deserve to live a life of luxury and all the beautiful things you want. So luxury can mean anything to you, whether it's getting your nails done every 2 weeks, or taking a day off to just lounge around and watch your favorite show, or traveling. Like whatever luxury means to you, I hope that every Black woman out there finds those things that make her feel full, even when nobody else is around. So you can do those things for yourself and feel good about yourself. And I hope that we all just are surrounded by love. Like she said, that tribe means so much, and I'm so grateful that I have a tribe. Even in we started off as work friends, but we real friends now. So I feel like they're an extended version of my tribe, and I'm so grateful that I have a safe space that I can be honest with them and, be vocal about, hey, this is bothering me, or this is what I need help with right now, or whatever. I think that I have that with these ladies, and I'm so grateful, and I wish that every Black woman out there find other women like that, Black women that they can confide in.
I think for me, just confidence. I think that Black women are told that we have to water ourselves down for one reason or another. And I just can't live in that space anymore. I mean, I've always had a confidence, but even with that, now I'm just really into who I am. And I think that's important for Black women in their relationships and their friendships, in themselves. Have that confidence and know you're that girl, period. Don't let nobody tell you nothing, honey. You live your best life. Life is short, so do what you gotta do and make your moves. That's how I feel. Come on, Black girls. We got things to do.
I'm gonna add to that and say sisterhood. Back in the day, they had Sex in the City, and even though we didn't know them, we felt like we was apart. I want them to watch our show and feel like, that's my sister Britt. Okay, sister, okay, whatever. I want them to take to us and, can relate and just feel like they're a part of a sisterhood if they don't have one, And it also encouraged them just to have a sisterhood.
And I look at all y'all like my sisters, so you are where you on the right path. It's definitely happening. Now, I have a few more questions for you guys before you go. But, I know being a part of a new show and being on such a powerful brand like Revolt, it could be a little intimidating. It could be a little challenging. But can you guys tell us about the process of building up the brand of Black Girl Stuff and what you think it represents for our community?
For me, I just like we said earlier, I want to continue to build up Black women and their confidence in themselves, their ability to chase their dreams, their ability to speak their minds. I feel like that's what Black Girl Stuff is showing, is that Black women, we can be intelligent, funny, articulate, and saucy, spicy. We can be all parts of ourselves, and we don't have to be afraid or shy away from any of that. So that is what I want to continue to instill and build the brand Black Girl Stuff on, is that Black women are not all the same. We're not a monolith, and we can all be different and be confident in our differences, but still respect each other like we do when we disagree.
That's good. Now, my last question, because I know y'all done had a lot of crazy guests, a lot of great guests, a lot of great conversations. But if you guys could pick one person today that you want to come on Black Girl Stuff to interview, who would that be? And all three of you can answer, but I just want to know.
If we could have had Whitney on Black Girl Stuff, because I feel like Whitney is the epitome of a Black woman going through all the stages, all the craziness, all the beautiful things. Whitney would be my person. Because I want everybody to come on Black Girl Stuff. But Whitney, Child. Whitney would be
You
my first.
right.
Go ahead, Britt.
No, you right, Britt. You know I can't top that one though, cause she know,
I
like
know,
she
but
said.
that's why I had to take it to the past because I feel like we could say anybody now. Everybody lit right now, but Whitney, she the one.
Yeah, Whitney is the one go to. I would love, like she said, because she went through so much in her career and faced with like being America's sweetheart and then having to, overcome them trying to box her in and just being her own self. That's why I would definitely agree with Britt. I was gonna say from present now, I would really love to speak to Monique.
Okay.
Monique, the comedian, as a black woman, she was one of the first black women that I saw growing up that really made me be confident in being a full figure, curvaceous black woman. She was unapologetically herself, funny. She's had so much range. She's acting. She's been through a lot now, in the recent years in her career with her ups and downs. So I would love to just hear the wealth of knowledge that she as a black woman has because she's making a comeback too. And I'm here for it, Monique.
I just want to congratulate you ladies. You're doing an amazing thing. It is amazing to see positive images of us from all different shades and, just different places here on this earth. So keep up the great work. And somebody just let everybody know how they can tune in, when they need to tune in, and how they can keep up with you guys.
Make sure y'all follow our Instagram page at Black Girl Stuff. And of course, you can always follow at Revolt TV on all social media platforms. Our show airs every Tuesday night on cable. So if you got cable, check your local listings to find the Revolt channel Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. And then the next day on the Revolt TV app at 3 p.m. So make sure you on the Revolt TV YouTube as well to catch stuff that you won't even catch on the actual show. So you just want to stay connected with us on every single platform that you have. We there too.
I love it. Well, thank you ladies again for joining me here at 2190 Live. I'm definitely tuned in. And as I said, continue to keep up the great work. And yeah, thank you guys.